Funny Navy Storytime, Part 86. What was the time your military bearing was put to the ultimate test? I'll go first. Now, as most enlisted members will tell you, the military is big on inefficiency, dumb decisions, and mostly clueless leadership. And then they create a whole bunch of middle managers that make zero decisions for themselves and are basically just big yes men. There are some good leaders out there, one of which was a chief I worked for who was a very blunt man from Kentucky, who cared not a single fuck about your feelings. For some strange reason that I never quite figured out, whenever he was inspecting us at guard mount prior to going on duty, he would always use weird scenarios with animals to describe you and or your uniform. Your uniform looked like it got chucked in a bag with 2 bobcats and tossed in a creek. You know, I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure I could shave a badger's butthole in a phone booth better than you shaved your chin this morning. If you had got in a tussle with a pissed off cougar in the back of a cougar 5 minutes prior to coming here, you would look better than you do right now. And there was no ill will behind it, that's just how he was. He'll come to play later though. At the same command, our CO had a hard-on for uniform inspections, which shouldn't have been a big deal, but he would give nearly no warning and put zero planning into it. And if you're going to host a command-wide event, you should probably have a building big enough to have the entire command inside of it, instead of standing on the flight line in August. Remember what I said about dumb decisions and clueless leadership? Yeah. The final piece of this shit show was a female who had an overabundance of chin hair, which usually wasn't a big deal. She kept herself cleaned up. But for some reason, before this inspection, she decided not to. Pretty sure you can see where this is going. There we are, mid-August on the flight line, sweating our dicks off. And the CO is meandering from person to person, inspecting them. Fun fact, when you're standing for inspection, you are locked at attention with a blank face and a 1,000-yard stare. At a given point, our chief steps out to assist in the inspection. And they happen to walk by the female with the facial hair. And Chief deadpan looks at her and goes, "You got a shaved yet?" If you're not aware, you can get a waiver for shaving when you're in the military if you have a problem. It's called a shave chit. You're supposed to keep it on your person. Usually only males get them. Approximately 400 people heard that line fly, and again, locked at attention, blank face, 1,000-yard stare, and all you hear is, I can't lie, y'all. I about swallowed my fucking tongue trying not to laugh. There were others who weren't so successful at maintaining their bearing, and it took a couple minutes for us to regain our composure. I think the CO just ignored him and walked on, but I can't be sure because I about blacked out from holding my breath. You best be sure. She showed up the next day to work clean shaven. What stories like this do you have? State your comment below and have a nice day.